Well, tonight I want to tell you about something happening in Florida you may find as an abomination of democracy. It's called a subcommittee. I know you just fell into a vocabulary-induced coma, and that's what politicians are hoping for. So I'm going to break this down into terms anyone can stay awake to and show you why efforts to strengthen texting and driving laws have failed up to this point. So we're going to use brackets like we use in sports playoffs to illustrate how committees can silence your vote. This is truly March Madness, okay? So to become a law, a bill normally needs to make it through the House. This side is going to be our House, and a similar version has to come from the Senate. That's over on this side. As the bill progresses through committees and subcommittees, they eventually will meet in the middle to become law. The House version had 3 committees to get through. You can see them on this side. The Senate version had 4. The common ground versions are then molded into a kind of championship bill, which you'll see right here. It then gets voted on. But that's not what happened this session. Some of those committees and subcommittees, they didn't want to play the game at all. And this is how bills get stuck. Only 2 committees heard the bill on the Senate side. That's what happened. It was a dominant performance. No committee heard texting and driving legislation on the House side. Not one. They never discussed it one time. That's it. Game over. Debate on the bills never came up again. Cinderella story finished. Here's a rep who wrote one of those bills.
It gets locked in that drawer, and the chairman just doesn't pull it out of the drawer.
And that's it?
And that's it.
It's done. We're done for the whole session.
It's dead in the drawer.
God bless America. Way to go, democracy. No one ever talks about your bill.
Nobody ever talks about it.
That is not democracy. Democracy is not at work here. What we have at work here is money. Money is the only thing that moves legislation.
While I was in Tallahassee, I met Demetrius Branca. A distracted driver killed his son Anthony 2 years ago. Now he spends a lot of time at the Capitol.
It's incredibly difficult sometimes to wake up in the morning and know that he's not there, but that motivates me to get up, get my feet moving, and get here and talk to some of these people who are entrenched in their ideology and won't do the right thing for Florida.
In the gallery of the Capitol, as I tried to ask lawmakers why they can't make meaningful laws, Branca could not help but join in on the interview.
To me, it just gives the illusion.
Hi, my name is Demetrius Branca.
I'm sorry.
My son was killed by a distracted driver.
This guy was really impacted. I'm happy to talk to you, but I prefer to do it off camera if I could.
No, I just heard something you said, and I wonder where that comes from. You said the data is inconclusive.
I'm more than happy to have this conversation with him.
He's more impacted than I am.
I'm more than happy to have a conversation with him.
So you might say at the end of the day, maybe these committees were just too busy to ever look at the bills. So you want to know what some of them talked about? How about a license plate that has an eagle on it? 4 other specialty license plates made it through a committee. They also discussed the sign height requirements in Broward County, but that committee that passed all of those through never had the time to talk about texting and driving, something that affects every Floridian.
And we'll say it again, one of the reasons why a lot of the bills get the support that they get in the state legislature is because there are lobbyists behind those efforts who have contributed to various campaigns that all of a sudden these bills and these efforts become a priority for
lobbyist-heavy bills like, say, the liquor wall we saw the other day. That one got 6 hours on the floor as opposed to 0.
Another popular bill that a lot of parents have been fighting for, recess. Again, it was brought up in the Senate, but no mention in the House this year.
Not much behind
recess
it.
in schools.
Yes. Well,